There are a ton of celebrities out there in the world, and recently there's been this trend where they go on talk shows and admit to their nerdy hobbies, like Dungeons and Dragons, or worse, performing magic tricks. Yes, some celebrities are secret magicians, and some of those secret celebrity magicians have even graced us with a performance of their magic on these talk shows. Let's take a look. All right, first up, we've got Benedict Cumberbatch. He was Doctor Strange. You might know him as that, so maybe he learned magic because, like, Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. Who knows? Let's take a look.
Photo shoots, thirsty work, huh?
I wouldn't know. Photo shoots, thirsty work. I wouldn't know that, Benedict.
Also, you know, water's, it's an amazing thing, right? I mean, it's one of the four ancient elements: air, fire, earth, and water. I personally think.
Yeah, I've seen Avatar. We've all seen Avatar. Earth Nation, Fire Nation, Air Nation, Wind Nation. What are they? The Air Nomads. What are they? I don't know.
You know, water has the edge.
And the Water Tribe.
Change its state. It can become solid as ice or liquid as we know it, or.
Where are you going with it? There is a trick where you like
as, you know,
put a pen in the water, and the refraction makes it look like there's nothing. No, he's turning it over.
Through gravity, really.
Oh, okay. So what Benedict is doing is a trick called the hydrostatic glass. I actually haven't seen it done with a water bottle. I've seen it done with like a full glass, but I've never seen it done with a water bottle. His handling, you know, good.
Kind of special stuff.
Now it does have a minute left. Let's see what he does.
Float things in it.
Oh, is he gonna? Yes, he did. He did. I love that when you put something through the water and it still doesn't fall out. That's so fun.
It's pretty special stuff, and we need to really
put the
take
cap
care
back
that we
on
don't
to turn it
waste
back
our
over.
resources and water.
I will say, in the context of the magic trick, cap needs to go back on. In real world justification, why do you put the cap back on? You're already holding it upside down, you know, and the water's not falling out. Surely you could just turn it back over. The problem is, as soon as you tilt that water bottle, the water will all come falling, rushing out because of the principle that is holding the water in place. So to turn it back over, he did need to put the cap back on it. That is why he did that. Practically, there's no real reason to in the real world without the magic trick context. If it was real magic, obviously.
Is first and foremost amongst those resources on our planet.
Right, because he is just about to, he put the cap on it to turn it over, and now he takes the cap off of it immediately after he turns it over to pour it back out. This is just something that, as a professional magician doing a stage show, you would have to find your justification for that action. If you saw me doing a magic trick and I put the cap on, turned the water bottle over, took the cap right back off, you would call me out. You'd be like, hey, that's a little fishy. Why are you doing that? And I would say, because that's what the instructions said to do. Let's see the end of this trick though.
Don't waste water. Turn that tap off when you're brushing your teeth, and drink lots of it.
Yeah. A little PSA about water, and then he drinks it from the straw. Yeah, it is real water. It's not trick water or anything like that. Now, we do have another trick from Benedict Cumberbatch again. Let's see what he's gonna do.
Benedict, I saw you do a magic trick on somewhere online, and I didn't even know that you're a magician, but I was
Neither did I, Jimmy.
Yeah. You really...
It's funny that he says this because I agree. Benedict Cumberbatch is not somebody I would call a magician. He's an actor that has learned a few magic tricks, probably because he can promote Doctor Strange, the magician, who uses circles, by doing magic tricks for talk shows and online content. Now, there are actors that I do think would take the label of magician. There's Neil Patrick Harris, there's Steve Martin, there's Jason Sudeikis. All of them have performed a full magic show and practice magic and love magic as a hobby. Not as a career. They're actors, obviously, or comedians. But let's see what Benedict is going to do.
But I was wondering if you maybe could do the trick for us tonight. It involves, involves water.
Oh,
I think he's going to
well,
do
last time I
the
did this, I had
hydrostatic
a magician
glass
off camera teaching me how to do it. So I'll give it a go.
Wait, what did he say? He just had somebody off camera teaching him how to do this. Did he really just learn this tonight?
That this will work. Oh yeah.
Is this the first time he's going to do it?
Do you want to be on this side or that side?
It's so interesting.
Okay. I don't think it matters as long as I've got.
All right, good.
Sort of surfer.
You're cheering for him. As a magician, you love that. You want them to cheer for you. You want them on your side.
We have a bottle of water.
Okay.
Bottle of water for you.
Yeah. Why America? Yeah.
I wonder
Water.
I wonder if something happened. He was
opening
concerned
the bottle
about
of
breaking
water.
the seal. No, he just broke the seal.
Could be imported. Maybe. We don't know. It's an unbranded bottle.
Unbranded bottle.
Not
Yeah.
part of the magic. Not part of the magic at all. Okay, so.
The trick gets better than this, you guys.
Yeah,
Trust me.
he's.
Not the trick.
It's a bottle of water.
It looks like he's a little bit nervous, like he doesn't know exactly where to put his hands. I mean, he is performing it on national TV, and maybe he has practiced it. Maybe this is the first time, but even if you've practiced it, he's performing this trick on Jimmy Fallon. He's an actor. He's not a magician. Obviously, he's going to be nervous, but let's go ahead.
Him holding water. That's the whole trick now.
Okay, so if I get this right, if I think really hard, I should be able to. See, I'm shaking because I'm so nervous. I should be able to take my hand away, and no water will come out. Ooh, it might not work. Ah. There we go. Okay.
He did it. Is he going to do the straw, though? That's the question. Is he going to do the straw?
If I concentrate, no, I think I got it. If I concentrate really
No,
hard,
he's nervous.
the water should then come out. There you go.
Yeah, he's just going to squeeze it out. He's just going to squeeze it out. Yeah, he was a little too nervous to get that straw there. But now, as proof, I would guess he drinks the water. Yeah, he's going to drink the water, and then that, that proves it's not trick water. Some people will think it's trick water. I don't know why people will think it's trick water. That doesn't even make sense. Is there a trick to the water bottle? Is the water bottle gimmicked? That's a different question. But trick water, that is, to me, that is a bit of a silly question. All right, this isn't necessarily a magic trick. I do know there is a magic trick in here, but I mentioned Jason Sudeikis is a magician. You know him from Ted Lasso and Saturday Night Live. I know him from magic. But he did one of those interviews for GQ, one of those 10 things I can't leave my home without, and I do know that one of the sections was cards, and I'm pretty sure he does like a really quick magic trick in it, just like a visual thing, but let's go ahead and watch that. See him talk about cards.
I've got two decks of cards in there, red and blue, tally hos.
In my experience, tally hos are like when you find out there's cards other than bicycle cards, and then you're like, ooh, these are fancy, these are different, I'm gonna use these. But each deck of cards has a different finish and a different cushion and a different feel to it. Some cards are heavier or thicker than others. It's very minute, and unless you handle cards all day long, you're not going to notice. I have a video on my channel, $1 deck of cards versus $1,000 deck of cards, that sort of compares them, and I couldn't tell the difference. Now, some cards I can. Phoenix-backed decks, I can absolutely tell the difference. I personally use bicycle cards because they're common everywhere, and if the airport loses my bags and I need to grab something from Walgreens, I know they're gonna have bicycles, and I'm familiar with them.
I don't just want to stare at my phone and get mad all the time. I want to do something else with my hands, and messing with a deck of cards it's almost like a professional fidget spinner to just sit there.
I say that all the time. I don't call it a professional fidget spinner, but I do call it my fidget. I know that kids and Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they love their fidget toys, like pop sockets on their phones, or just something in the hand, a fidget spinner, or the poppets with the bubbles. I say that my deck of cards is my fidget. Sometimes I will be actively practicing, but that's active. When I'm sitting just not doing anything, I'll just do a one-handed cut. I'll start springing the cards from hand to hand, or just cutting the cards back and forth. I'm not doing anything productive. These are not moves that are ever in my show. They are just a fidget,
There and shuffle cards, and I've just kind of gotten used to screwing with them. Every now and then, if I've had enough beers, I'll do really card tricks for friends. But for the most part, they're in there just to pass time in cars or on set or doing tarot card.
So he didn't really do a magic trick. He didn't really do a magic trick, but that is I didn't really see what flick move he did. There's this one where you use your thumb. I'm not very good at it, but there's also this one where you use your pointer finger to do the flick. So there are different types of the flick move you can do. I personally do the one with my thumb. I just find it easier to do. Let's move on. We have another celebrity who I'm not sure if they are a magician or if they're an actor who learned a magic trick. We will find out after looking at this clip, but they played in a Harry Potter movie, Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander from the Fantastic Beasts movies. However you feel about those movies, I don't know. I watched them all on a plane in a row. That's the only time I watched them. I thought they were good, but I also was on a plane. Let's see how good his magic is, though.
Eddie,
Ooh, he's back on Jimmy Fallon. I will say, if you're gonna do a trick on a talk show, Jimmy Fallon is probably the best spectator. He will laugh and react to anything. He's probably a professional reactor.
The crimes of Grindelwald. Were you?
Okay, yeah, so this is for movie promotion, obviously.
I was sort of embarrassingly into magic as a kid because
Oh, okay.
You know how kids have magicians for their birthday and stuff, but normally till about the age of like 8, 9, maybe pushing it 10, 11.
Yeah.
At age 15.
Well, let's see what he's gonna say.
At 18, no one came to the parties, but I still had, I was still inviting magicians. So.
Really? Age 15 and age 18, he's still having magic shows at his birthday party. I don't know if this is like hyperbole because he's on a talk show and he's telling a story and he's like, I was super into magic when I was younger, but that's not super unrealistic. Now, I do get what he's saying. You're 7, 8, 9 years old, you're having a birthday party, you hire a magician. I've certainly done many of those birthday parties in the past, but some of my favorite parties are like the teens and older teens and young adults that they unashamedly love magic. Like, I will get there. I've done a high school graduation party where I got there and the kids were just so hyped to see magic. Now, there were like 5 kids because it was like, you know, the kid and like their best friends at this graduation party, and then, you know, more people came, but like that core group was super hyped to see magic. One of my favorite gigs I've ever done was a bachelorette party where they're like, yeah, we didn't want a stripper, we wanted a magician, and I did a 90-minute close-up magic show for the bride and like 6 bridesmaids. It was so much fun. The energy in that room was just amazing. So if you are older than like a 9-year-old kid and you still love magic, that is amazing, and don't ever be embarrassed about that unless you do magic for a living. Then I can't tell you how to feel.
But do you remember any tricks?
I can do a trick for you, Jimmy.
Oh, I wonder what he's gonna pull
try.
out. He's gonna pull
All
out
right,
cards.
all right, here we go.
Is he gonna pull out cards? Is he gonna pull out a coin? Oh, he's got to take his
There we
jacket
go,
off.
sure, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I basically wore a roll neck
Interesting.
because I feel like only magicians can pull off roll necks. And like, so, okay, so here, in this pocket here.
Okay,
not
he
in that
took off his
pocket,
jacket
in
and
this
now he's
pocket,
going
I
into
have
the
a
pocket.
special something for you, Jimmy. And it's a
Oh,
letter with
it's
your
a
name
prediction.
written on it in really like Hogwartsian writing.
Yes, it is.
I just want you to
Promo of the
hold that.
movie, of
I want you to
course.
hold that, just keep that, look at that, hold it. Don't touch it, just look at it. Okay.
I love where this is going. This is so much different than the like Benedict Cumberbatch. I learned a trick with a water bottle to promo my Doctor Strange magician movie. Not saying he performed it poorly, he did it great. I'm so excited because Eddie seems like they have a real love for this.
What do I have in my, oh, here I have.
I love that he took off his jacket.
Okay.
Not any cards, actually Jimmy Fallon home brand cards.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do have.
Okay, promo time. Of course, he's gonna use Jimmy Fallon branded cards, doing a card trick on the show.
You have your own brand of cards. That's like the greatest thing ever. So I'm going to take these cards out, and I mean, because they're your own brand,
Yes.
you know that there's nothing dodgy about these cards. So
These
I'm
are
just
like
gonna
professional. These are the best cards you can get.
in the.
Of course, Jimmy's gonna say that. Of course he is.
I'm going to basically take these cards.
Okay.
I'm going to rifle through them, and I want you to shout stop
I like that he said rifle.
when you
'cause
feel like
it's
it.
riffle.
Okay, but you have to shout it. Okay.
That's the way
Ready,
of shuffling.
steady,
Riffle,
go.
shuffle, but
Stop!
he said rifle.
Okay, I want you to look at that card.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see the card, Jimmy?
Yes, I can.
Can the camera see the card? Okay, okay. I want you to remember
Got
that
it.
card.
7 of diamonds.
Can you
We
see the
got
card?
it.
Okay, good. Now, can you help me?
Okay, of course.
Remember that
that
spell
a
we just learned?
Yes.
Can you lick?
Okay, what's he doing? Can you
I want you
lick?
to
What's
lick
he,
this.
what's he
I'm
doing?
trying to make the card
Did he get a peek?
disappear,
Is he holding a
I
thumb
need your
break?
spittle, Fallon.
Let's see,
Oh my
let's see
gosh! All right, I knew someone was coming up with that. All right, so you want me to lick
Just
this?
lick the
here.
card.
Lick the card, Jimmy. Lick the card. Let's get on with the trick. Lick the card.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Good work. Well, let's see if it's gone. Okay, so can you see your card here? Anywhere there, Jimmy?
No.
Okay. I love a flourish.
Wow, it is
A
A little flourish.
Anywhere here.
The thing
No,
that
I can't.
Jason
No,
Sudeikis
wow.
did, that flick move, that's a flourish.
This has nothing to do with the trick. I
That's
just love doing
Eddie.
it.
You've got a great flourish
And
here.
anywhere there?
It's bizarre.
No, Jimmy. Well, no, because I have a potion in my roll neck that I bought from Hogwarts all the way.
got
And
a
it is
potion from
made.
Hogwarts.
This is crushed powder made with Niffler
Look at his
feces.
hands, they're shaking.
Wow.
That was a bit much. wasn't it?
nervous.
That's good. I like it.
Poor buddy.
You see, there's nothing in my hand.
Yes?
Yeah.
There's nothing in your
So I'm
hand.
going to take this excrement here,
Yes,
and
be
I'm going to
careful with that.
gently just
Okay.
pour that over my hand. Like
Okay,
that.
come
We're
on,
going to
Eddie.
lick this.
Yeah. Well,
Now, Eddie's got the presentation
Here we go.
down. This is a full routine. This is not a little trick. Okay, I wanted to pause it here because I know it's about to happen. This is amazing. And the force that he did, good force for TV. He didn't need a peek. He didn't need a thumb break. That was all me trying to predict what was going to happen in the trick. He just forced a card, and what a good force to use, honestly.
No. Whoa! Look at that!
Yes! Yes, that is so... Oh, that's awesome. But let's check the envelope. Because remember, the card vanished
look
from the
in your
deck, right?
envelope.
Yeah, the one more thing. Magicians love the one more
This
thing.
is. What do you think it is? No,
It's like we're about to reveal
Wow, it's
Elder
waxed.
Scrolls
It's
6.
waxed.
Wow.
It could be an invitation to Hogwarts.
One more
that might be
thing.
slightly more exciting than what it
Wax
is.
sealed, by the way. Wax
You did
sealed.
it, man. Oh my God.
Jimmy, open that envelope. It's the 7 of diamonds. That is right, Eddie Redmayne. You, my friend, have earned the title of magician. You are not an actor who knows a trick. That was a show. That was a show. Okay, I have something to admit. I just found a video where Eddie and Benedict both do a magic trick. I was just wanting to find another video of Eddie doing a magic trick, but let's find out. I want to watch. I'm so excited. Eddie he blew my socks off with that performance. I want to see more.
Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Eddie is in fact a highly trained master magician. Now, are you a member of the Magic Circle?
No.
Okay. I was like, was he gonna say yes? In the United States, we have the Magic Castle, which is the clubhouse for the AMA, or the Academy of Magical Arts. In the UK, they have the Magic Circle. These are both the 2 prestigious members-only audition required clubs that you can get into as a magician. If he had said yes, I was gonna be impressed. But let's see what he does.
Wow. That moment was one of like deep despair and loss. That was a dream when I was a child. But
was
it
it
never
really?
happened. Yeah.
I was just
He could be a member. I just saw that performance. He could
because
be a
I know
member.
that you can do amazing magic, because we have here just a totally
What do they have?
ordinary colouring book. Oh. This is totally ordinary.
Is he gonna do the coloring book
But
on
Eddie
TV?
can do magic with it.
There's no way,
Isn't that
right?
right, Eddie?
I mean,
There's no way he's about to do a coloring book
Are
on
you sitting
TV.
comfortably, children?
I thought this was gonna be good.
No. Oh. It's totally ordinary.
Wouldn't let Benedict
But you
touch it.
mustn't touch it.
Okay.
Eddie's got it.
so excited. So I loved Paul Daniels. You probably won't know who Paul Daniels. The late Paul Daniels was an amazing magician. He used
Daniels
to be on
was an
telly every
amazing
Saturday
magician.
night. I was obsessed with him.
Oh
And
my gosh, I think
this is
Eddie
my
might have been
moment
into
to be on
magic.
television
Like,
doing magic.
I don't
And
think
he
this
read-
is just
I remember
story. I
when
think
he
this
said
is
This is a
true.
colouring book. There is nothing weird, odd, or bizarre about it, other than it says the word magic on the front of it.
That's the problem with the coloring book, right? Obviously, this is a trick book. No one can sell this, not even to children. Children
Brian,
know that this is a trick coloring book. You can't.
Will you blow on the colouring book?
I beg your pardon.
Oh my gosh, is that Bryan Cranston?
No, harder than that.
This is peak magic. You won't get better than this. Oh my gosh, I want Eddie to
shall
perform
we?
at my birthday party. How do you do that?
Okay, so the next stage is we've got
How's
now we have
Benedict gonna
pictures,
one-up
Ben, we
this,
have
you know?
pictures.
We have pictures. I can see the pictures.
There's pictures. It
will
was blank. Now there's
you
pictures. What's gonna happen
blow?
next? We all know what's gonna happen next.
Give me your full smorg.
I will blow hard.
Okay, good. That's amazing. Was it hard enough? I should do panto. Oh, yes.
Now, I will say he's performing it very, very well.
talked about
This
this.
is not just like,
No,
oh,
it
it's
wasn't
blank.
hard.
Oh, it's.
I'm a wizard.
He just said no. Benedict didn't do it well enough. I'm a wizard. And pulls out his wand.
Don't spoil it.
Right. And maybe for full-on Marvel like wizarding crossover.
Okay, so this is why
Yeah,
Eddie
strange.
and
We might get
Benedict
to
do
the
the
wizard.
trick. Benedict's
Will
not
you
going
give
to do
us
a
a
trick.
spell,
He's just
Ben?
going to cast a spell here.
Yeah, good.
Very good. Very good.
And now, it was blank. Then there were pictures. And now, Eddie, Oh, show me. He needs the drum roll. Reveal. Now they're colored in. This is the most applause I think I've ever seen anybody get with the coloring book. But you know what? He deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. Look at him. Look at him. That's amazing.
Burn him! Burn him!
Oh, don't burn him. That was awesome. Graham Norton is known for getting the best out of his guests, and this next clip is also on Graham Norton. Love him or hate him, Chris Pratt did a magic trick on Graham Norton a few years ago, and I remember it went viral. I was in college and people were asking me if I could do the trick that Chris Pratt did. Now, I haven't seen this clip in a long time. I do remember the trick, but let's watch it together and find out.
Chris Pratt, I hear you are a magician.
Yeah.
Dude, yes I am. Respect.
Chris Pratt,
Well, I
Jennifer
happen to
Lawrence.
have-
Magician? Like I know
That
real
Will
magic
I
kids?
Am.
No, these are not.
The secret?
Yeah.
Bicycle deck of cards. And then I don't know who that person
know
is
some
on the
tricks. It's been a while.
Because these, now, honestly,
do wonder,
these
I mean,
cards, Chris didn't bring these cards.
He
They're
has
just-
the
you
vibe
got
of
them.
somebody
you
So
who
they give
would
you these cards.
be a
Can
magician,
can
you
you
know?
do magic?
Real magic.
Magic.
Yes.
Yeah, not a trick.
You have to be very careful when
touch them.
practicing in the dark arts. Lots of flourishes.
Hey, there's that word again, flourishes. Eddie used the word flourish, real magician. Chris used the word flourish, maybe a real magician.
Yeah, this is a whole new deck. I haven't seen this deck. You haven't shown me this
Let's
deck.
see.
You
Now,
know,
it didn't look like a
this is
new deck, but those cards don't
of
look dirty.
cards.
Oh, what is?
Captivated yet?
What was that shuffle?
Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle it.
He just put the card on
also
the
played a
bottom on the
magician
top,
in the movie
but
The
now he's
Magnificent
actually
Seven.
shuffling.
I saw that.
Thank
And
you.
the card on the top didn't stay on the top. Like he's not doing a trick shuffle. He's not doing a false shuffle
so
or
I
anything.
learned-
That
I
is a
get to
real
practice little bit
shuffle.
there. Okay, I need a volunteer.
You know,
Should
he
I-
does know how to
All
shuffle
right,
cards.
I
I'm
got
not seeing a
Will
bridge
I Am.
though.
This is awesome. I'm doing a
It's
card
not
trick for
super
Will I Am.
magician
I love my
territory.
life. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is called Burnham, and
All right,
it works.
let's see.
50% of the time.
It works 50% of the time. That's a real magician setup right there.
Now, Will I Am. May I
Oh,
call
he
you Will I Am?
bent those
Yeah.
cards in the shuffle. Oh my
Take
goodness.
this card
Oh, that is Will I
and
Am.
pick it
Okay.
up and put it on. Actually, no. Put it on either side of these clouds you want face up.
This is
card right here.
a lot of instructions.
Take it.
That card and
Take
put
that
it-
card and put it face up on either side.
Oh, yeah. I get to choose?
Yeah, yeah.
This is
yeah.
like
And now take that card.
the 21 card trick where it's not impressive at all. There's just so much instruction leading up to it.
Is your card, but do not let me see it, but show everybody.
Okay.
That's your
Oh,
card.
right.
Don't
He
let
hasn't
me see
even picked a card
Okay.
yet. I was just like
And don't say
waiting
anything.
for the
Oh,
revelation.
Good card.
it. And when you're finished,
All right, do we see what the card is? The Ace of
Right,
Hearts.
committing
Let's
it to the
remember
room.
that. Let's
Put it
remember
back
that.
in the
The
middle
Ace of
pile,
Hearts.
anywhere-
But Chris
anywhere,
does not
inside
know
it-
the
throw it
card.
anywhere you want in the middle pile. Hide
Anywhere
it
he wants in
and
the
make it
middle
so that I
pile.
could never know where you put it.
Okay.
So that's why he did. That's why he
boom on
did that
that.
cut in the beginning. He actually was controlling. That wasn't.
Now,
That wasn't a
Ooh,
false
2
shuffle.
fours.
Interesting.
I call this trick 2 4s.
Interesting.
I take
Because he
one
had the
4
fours, and
on the
then he
bottom,
must have known the
one
ace. I do
4
remember
on
that the
top.
4
Now,
of spades was
what do
on
I know?
bottom
I
when he
know that
opened the
your
deck. You
card-
can back it
you
up in the
remember
video
your
and look.
Don't tell
The
me.
4 of spades was on bottom, and
somewhere
the 4 of spades
inside
ended up on top. So that
this
must have
little
been
deck,
a
but I
force,
don't know where
actually,
it
now
is.
that I think about it.
So I'm gonna put that in the middle
What?
and put that right there. Now I want you to shuffle that 4
Okay.
times.
It's fine that he's letting Will I Am shuffle the cards 4 times, and he's not confident in
No,
shuffling.
like I told you, this only
But
works
it's
half
fine
the
that he's
time.
letting Will
So
I
if
Am
it
shuffle the
doesn't
cards
work,
because he
I'm gonna
does
be really
know
embarrassed.
what card
One
is
shuffle.
chosen. He already knows. It's up there. He knows it's the Ace of Hearts.
2 shuffle.
Now, what's really funny is when I'm teaching kids magic, I tell them to use the Ace of Hearts because it's so easy for them to remember A hearts. And I'm like, it's not obvious, it's not the Ace of Spades, but you can remember A hearts. Or I tell them to use their favorite cards because they're in a magic class. All right, so he shuffled the cards. He's going to
How
find
many
the card.
chances
It
do you
doesn't
get
matter
to
that the
find
cards are
the card?
shuffled. He knows what card it is. But
I get
showmanship. That's what
Oh,
he's
you
doing.
get 4 chances.
Yep.
He says I get 4
minutes each.
chances.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
52
each
cards.
chance is a
There's
different
52
segment of the
cards.
Graham Norton show.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Okay, let's see here. No, that's not it. Oh, it's coming. It's gonna be here. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Nope. Okay, hold on. I get 4
Ooh, I
chances.
wonder
Wait a
because I
second,
know
will you
this
count
card does
4
use.
chances to shuffle through them, or 4 chances to show me your.
He's just looking for your card.
I'm looking for your card. Okay, I got it.
This card does. This trick will use sleight of hand.
On this. The first chance.
First
Oh
chance.
God, please.
This is where it's gonna happen. Oh no, he's showing. He's using the bottom.
Okay. No, remember, I get 4 chances.
Using. Okay.
Okay.
It's called
Interesting.
burn 'em. I take
Burn
one,
'em.
I burn
Yep,
it. I might have
that's
burned
why.
your card.
Yeah.
Will I am your card?
Interesting.
Okay, hold on. Is this your card?
He's setting it up.
Hell no.
Just tell me your card now, because this could be it. What is your card? You can tell me now, because I wouldn't be able to take it out. Go ahead, tell me.
It's an A.
An A of.
An A, not even an ace. An A.
Yeah.
A hearts.
ace
Just
of
like the kids,
hearts.
if you're not familiar with cards, you're not gonna remember the suit and the number.
Wait. I'm not done.
It rhymed though.
He's not
Your
done.
card
Eight.
is in this pile.
He's not done.
I'll Shazam.
Hell no.
Oh, burn him
Will I
again.
Shazam.
Nope, that's not it.
That's good. I think it was
Your card.
It was an ace of cards, wasn't it?
Wait, Will I am. I'm not done. Give me a fist bump.
Wait a second.
Magic fist bump. Keep it right there. Don't move it.
I love that move. Magic. He grabs his hand, keeps it right there, creates tension. This
Sweet.
is gonna. All right. I love this trick. I absolutely love performing this for walk around. You hit it out of their hands. I don't know if you saw it. You hit it out of their hands. The whole pile of cards falls except for that card. It's such a cool moment. And look at that. Look at that. They all thought he was messing up. They were gonna have to cut it. They weren't impressed. And then, boom. He is a legend. That is a plot called Magician in Trouble, and I love performing it. You can't do that too much because then it's just like, oh, you're a bad magician. Even if you do succeed in the trick like the whole time, either people will think, oh, you're a bad magician and you get lucky, or they're like, I know where this is going. So you can't do too much Magician in Trouble, but in that context, it was fantastic. So, some celebrities, secret magicians. Maybe not Benedict Cumberbatch, but we got Chris Pratt, Eddie Redmayne, my goat, and Jason Sudeikis as secret magicians. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, you can like, you can subscribe. Those are the best ways to help out a channel that you enjoy, is just to get those numbers up. It's a free way to help out. And if you liked the video, check out another one that I have where Neil Patrick Harris does magic tricks. Boom.